Good morning, my name is Lois García and I am the mayor of the town of Ponteceso. As Esther and Diego have pointed out in their Nunca, choveu, escampara project, this involves the design of a prototype station to control the flow and level of water at a specific point in the water basin of the area around Ponteceso. The town which I have the honor of presiding has a very big problem with the water floods between the river Anllóns and the nearby sea tide in the Atlantic Ocean. The project that Diego and Esther have designed was developed with Arduino software, monitoring critical situations caused by this natural disaster, and in this way warning the population of the situation of the torrents and streams which are approaching the risk level, which can lead to the flooding of Ponteceso, as has happened historically several times over the last decades. In addition, Esther and Diego's project investigates the geographic and geological aspects that imply a higher risk of flooding for a specific area of Ponteceso. To this end, they have applied a mathematical algorithm to predict the level of risk in the areas around Ponteceso. So, they came up with the idea for the project, living here, Esther and Diego, in Ponteceso, a Coruña, Galicia, which is a town which was built in the middle of the marshes of the river Anllóns. So, every time the level of the river rises too much, the town floods. It is very important for the mayor and for the town council of Ponteceso to keep the population warned and alerted to the risk of flooding in order to reduce the effects of this flood. Here in Ponteceso, we are so glad that our junior researchers, Esther and Diego, have been able to create the flood alert system that we are going to implement before the winter comes. I would like to remember that these students have been for several years attending a research program called Isidro Parga Pondal Scientific Classroom. This program has developed on Saturday and on holidays, and these students have for a decade now, they have been following this program, and they have attended scientific fairs all over Spain with some recognitions at national level. So now it is very important for us that they have reached the shortlist for a prize so remarkable at the International Water Prize. With the help of Esther and Diego, we hope to have their system working before the winter months. Finally, let us remind that the floods are terrible in Ponteceso for two reasons. One, which we have already said, is the rise of the Anllóns River. But on top of that, we have the sea tide. When the tide comes in and the river is high, Ponteceso floods. So we have a flap system to stop the water coming into Ponteceso. So it's very important for us to have this alert system implemented. I hope the jury will consider Esther and Diego's project in a favourable way, since it is a very practical and useful project for the protection of the lives and the properties in Ponteceso from the terrible floods. Thank you very much, and good luck to everybody.